Elena Marchetti climbed the lighthouse stairs for the last time that evening, her weathered hands gripping the iron rail. At 65, she had kept this beacon burning for 23 years, ever since the storm that claimed her 8-year-old daughter, Maya. The lens room was her prison and sanctuary. She polished the massive light with practiced precision, watching the Atlantic stretch endlessly toward the horizon. On her desk sat Maya's photograph, forever smiling, forever 8. Beside it, hundreds of origami birds' paper prayers folded in her daughter's memory. Thunder rumbled. The weather radio crackled. Severe storm warning. All vessels seek immediate shelter, ... Elena's hands trembled. Storm still haunted her after all these years. The hurricane struck with biblical fury. Rain lashed the windows, wind howled like banshees. Through the chaos, Elena spotted a small fishing boat riding mountainous waves, a desperate father clutching his young daughter, heading straight for the Devil's Teeth rocks that had claimed Maya's boat decades ago. "Not again," Elena whispered. She grabbed the radio. "Mayday, vessel in distress." Only static answered. The storm had killed communications. The boat lurched toward the rocks. The little girl looked up at the lighthouse with Maya's eyes terrified but hopeful. Elena's beacon flickered and died. The main power had failed. In the corner stood the manual beacon system, an ancient hand crank the Coast Guard had forgotten to remove. It would take tremendous strength to operate, strength her aging body barely possessed. Elena remembered Maya's last words. "Even broken wings can learn to fly again, Mama." She grabbed the crank handle. Each turn was agony, her muscles screaming, but she persisted. With each rotation, she whispered Maya's favorite phrase, feeling her daughter's spirit guide her hands. The lighthouse beam blazed to life, cutting through the storm like a sword of hope. The light guided the desperate father away from the rocks, toward the safety of the harbor. Elena collapsed, exhausted but triumphant. Through the clearing storm, she watched the family embrace on the shore. The young girl looked up and waved at the lighthouse. Dawn broke. For the first time in 23 years, Elena opened her door and stepped outside. The rescued family approached, gratitude shining in their eyes. "Are you the lighthouse angel?" the little girl asked. "Daddy said an angel saved us." Elena knelt down, seeing Maya in this child's face, but also glimpsing hope for her own future. She pressed one of Maya's origami birds into the girl's palm. "No, sweetheart. I'm just someone who learned that even when we're broken, we can still be someone's light in the darkness." As the family walked away, Elena didn't return to her isolated tower. Instead, she walked toward the village she'd avoided for decades, ready to rejoin the world. The lighthouse still stood strong, but its keeper had finally learned that healing comes not from hiding in our towers of grief, but from becoming beacons of hope for others, navigating their own storms. Sometimes the greatest rescue is saving ourselves by saving someone else.